The Compromise of 1850, a nation on the edge. In 1850, the United States stood on the brink of civil war. The issue? Slavery, and whether the Union could hold together. The Compromise of 1850 would attempt to preserve peace, but at what cost? Could a compromise truly hold the Union together, or was it just postponing the inevitable? By 1850, the United States was deeply divided. The North and South were at odds over slavery, with the North pushing for abolition, and the South desperate to protect it. The Mexican-American War had added vast new territories, and the question arose, should these new states be free or slave states? The California Gold Rush made California the 31st state in 1850, and it applied for admission as a free state, which tipped the balance in Congress. Henry Clay, the great compromiser, proposes a series of measures to prevent secession and war. The Compromise of 1850 includes 5 main parts. California is admitted as a free state. The territories of Utah and New Mexico would decide slavery by popular sovereignty. The Fugitive Slave Act is strengthened, requiring northern states to return runaway slaves to the South. The slave trade is abolished in Washington, D.C. Texas gives up claims to land in exchange for federal debt relief. The Fugitive Slave Act becomes the most controversial aspect of the compromise. It requires citizens, even in free states, to assist in the capture and return of runaway slaves, and it denies fugitives the right to a trial. Northern abolitionists are furious, and many take direct action, helping fugitive slaves escape via the Underground Railroad. Follow the journey of Amelia, a runaway slave who risks everything to escape north, only to face the threat of capture under the Fugitive Slave Act. The compromise temporarily eases tensions, but it does not resolve the fundamental issues. Stephen A. Douglas pushes the idea of popular sovereignty, allowing new territories to vote on whether to allow slavery, which leads to bloody Kansas in the 1850s. In the South, the Fugitive Slave Act intensifies anger and fear, leading to a tightening of pro-slavery laws. What if the Compromise of 1850 had actually solved the issue of slavery peacefully? Could the Civil War have been avoided altogether? The Compromise of 1850 was a temporary fix, and the issues it left unresolved would continue to simmer. As tensions rise, new political movements, such as the Republican Party, begin to emerge, united by their opposition to the spread of slavery into new territories. The country's division deepens as the 1860 election approaches. The Fugitive Slave Act leads to over 300 enslaved people being captured and returned to the South, sparking more resistance in the North. The gavel strikes again, and the camera zooms out from Congress where compromise has failed to truly unite the nation. The Compromise of 1850 was an attempt to buy peace, but in reality, it only delayed the conflict that would soon tear the Union apart. Was the Compromise of 1850 a necessary evil to keep the country together for a little longer, or did it only set the stage for the Civil War?